Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my Wealth and Abundance Energy reading for the 24th to the 30th of June, 2019. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephanie, and I've been working with people to help them to reach their full potential for about 20 years now. I went to uni and did a master's in sports psychology, and my real why is because I believe that so many of us have so much untapped potential within them. I feel like we're all only using a very small percentage of our brain and manifesting capacity to live our dream life and to also make the difference that we know we can make in the world. So every Monday at around this time, I hop on live and I choose some cards from my lovely Oracle decks, and I ask for guidance about what anyone who might be watching this video today or in the future would like to know for the week. And most of the people that I speak to are in business for themselves, so I generally focus on that. But it's also relevant for you if you're in a day job as well, or just as long as you're someone who's wanting to make the world a better place, which I know is pretty much all of you. So without further ado, I shall get into the card reading. So the first card I chose is from this beautiful Kwan Yin Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. And this card is Many Hands of the Goddess. So this is Kwan Yin, many hands, and the analogy that I see when I look at this card is juggling many balls or having many projects and many creative ideas on the go. And the message that comes with this card is that it's okay to be working on more than one thing at a time. And in fact, it's actually really, some people are actually designed to be working on many creative projects at one time. So I really love, in the last couple of years, I've been introduced to something called human design, which is a little bit like astrology. And you put in your date of birth and your time of birth, and it gives you a chart about what your design is, how you're designed to get by in the world, how you're best designed to reach your full potential. It's all about working toward what we're supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to be doing, rather than what the experts tell you that you're supposed to be doing. And in terms of this card in particular, this card is saying that there are some people who are designed and for whom it works really well for them to just focus on one task at a time, but that there are many of you watching this that are actually designed to work on many things at a time. And it can get a little bit confusing because we're not sure what we're supposed to be working on at any given time, but we need to ask this version of Kwan Yin, which is the many hands of the goddess, for guidance as to where your energy needs to be directed on any given hour, really. And I could say on any given day, but in actual fact, I'm someone who has so many creative ideas and so many projects on the go at any one time. And I never know when I'm going to be getting downloads for more information or for more, for the next step for whatever the project is that I've been working on. So I can see a few people watching here. So I'll say hello to Tanvi and Kate and Sabrina and Shirley and Zaharina and Leanne and Deepthi and Chanel. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you, and thanks for watching. So I would love for you to put in the comments, are you someone who is working on multiple projects all at the one time? Is that the way that you like to operate? Because one thing that I really love to do to talk with my clients is to embrace the way that you like to work. Okay, so if you like to work on doing a little bit here and a little bit there on various projects, then we need to make the most of that, and we need to look at how can we harness that energy to keep you being in flow and to keep you moving forward. And to keep everything ticking over. And for me, it's about following that where the energy's flowing. So at the moment, some of you might know that I've been working on some parenting oracle cards. So cards for parents to choose a card when they're not sure, when they need guidance about how they can best support their children. And I've actually finished the guidebook and I finished the cards, and there's been a bit of a stalling because I'm going to get one deck printed so that I can take professional photos of them and run a Kickstarter campaign. And in the meantime, whilst I've been waiting for that to happen, there's been a couple of stalls with that. I've had some downloads and some ideas about a book that I'm working on that I started 12 years ago, which is about procrastination. And the irony is not lost on me that the book is still not finished. But I've just had to go with that because I've just got all these ideas and all these downloads, and I've received all this information and guidance about, what to put in that, in the next chapter that I'm up to in that book. So, everything is in divine timing, and don't be afraid to juggle many things at once, and Kwan Yin is actually supporting that energy. So that's the first card. So the second card is from Alana Fairchild deck. This is the Crystal Mandala Oracle. So I absolutely love this deck. I love all my decks, but this one is particularly beautiful. And the card I selected for today is Goddess Matanga and Heliotrope. Already there is value. So this card is talking about something that you have created or some knowledge and wisdom that you already have where there is a lot of value there. So in terms of all these creative ideas and juggling many balls at once and working on many projects at once, it can be easy to fall into the trap of forgetting that you've already got a lot of value and knowledge and worth about where your genius is. And my computer's saying that it's trying to reconnect. No, okay, it's okay, I'll keep going. So it might be a course that you've already created and run. It might be just in terms of what I'm getting is it's just in terms of what you already know is enough to serve the world. And to be careful, like, yes, we're always learning and we're always growing and we're always wanting to improve ourselves, but to be careful not to get caught into that cycle of the next thing that you need is the thing that's going to help you to sell yourself or to make money or whatever it might be. So definitely have a look back at what you've already shared. Maybe it might be a message for you to reshare if you've done perhaps a Facebook Live challenge or something like that in the past. This might be a sign for you to reshare something that you've already shared because you've polished it up. You can bring a different energy to it because you're a different person, but the same content still might be really super valuable for people. So that's basically what that card is saying. The other thing that card is saying is that we always want to declutter and we always want to be out with the old and in with the new, but to be careful and be mindful about what we actually discard, because some of that so-called old stuff just needs a bit of a polish, and it's perfectly, and you bring a different energy to it because you're different anyway. Then yeah, and it's really interesting because I have a 28-day Money Mindset Makeover course, and I've run that a few times, but I haven't run it for at least 12 months. And I've been thinking about rerunning it, and wondering if it needs a polish up, if I need to fix it, if it's still the right energy to release it, and all that kind of thing. And I feel like this card is a sign to to run it again, because there's people out there who could really benefit from that. So that's that card. And then I wasn't going to choose a third card today. I was only going to choose 2. But then at the last minute, I'm like, no, just pick one more. So this card is from the Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle Card Guidebook. And it seems like every single time I pick up this deck of cards, I choose the same card, which is Lemuria, which is creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So this card is all about optimism, I guess, and that despite the appearances of things looking really gloomy, a lot of people saying that the economy is about to burst, that our climate is stuffed, and all the pollution in the oceans and all the negative stuff. That despite all that, there are people like us that are doing the work and are raising our vibration. And as we continue to raise our vibration, we are bringing other people along with us, and that we're actually reaching critical mass, and that we are working toward a much more peaceful, harmonious, healthy planet. Yeah, I just look up at the clock and it says 11:11. So I always like to take notice of when I see that time and what it is that I'm saying, because or what I'm thinking about, because to me that's a sign that it's truth. So that's all for the card reading today. If you would like to for me to send you a little bit more information about my Money Mindset Makeover program, which is a 28-day program where there's one little task each day to help transform the energy around money and abundance, then please send me a message or comment below, and I will make sure that I send you the information. I don't have the time at the moment because I am juggling 50,000 projects. I'm working for 3 different companies and doing my coaching and doing my lives. I don't have time to do a full-on big launch where I run a webinar and send 1 million emails to remind of all that. But I'm thinking about just doing a quiet, short launch and inviting a few select people, and perhaps starting, next Monday seems like a perfect time to start on the 1st of July for the second half of the year. So if you'd like some more information, just send me a message and I'll forward that on to you, or comment below. Okay, thank you for watching, and I shall catch you again next Monday. If you watch this later on, if you're watching the replay, I'd love for you to pop in #replay or just say hello. And yeah, let me know if you're working on many creative projects and what they are, because I sometimes feel alone in the craziness that is my brain, with 50,000 million tabs open and so many ideas and projects that I'm working on. But I know that they're all going to, make a difference in the world. So as they come to me, I keep working on them, and I encourage you to do the same. Remember that all possibilities lie within you, and I shall catch you again next week. Bye for now.